What's going on, guys? Indy here with Ultimate Tool Reviews. Today we're going to be checking out the Makita Outdoor Adventure Series. This is going to be the 180 air compressor from Makita. This is a cordless battery-powered air compressor, and it is the most compact air compressor Makita currently makes. So guys, let's check it out. Alright, so let's check out the size of this thing. This thing is actually really tiny. If you don't count the air hose, it's just going to be a little over 8 3/8 of an inch there. Not too bad for overall size. If you count the total hose here, we're right around a little over 10 inches there. Overall height is going to be just under 7 inches, which is really nice there. And it is actually very thin. Thickest part generally being that battery cover there, so just a little over 3 inches wide. Now the air hose does kind of hang off, a little unusual here. A lot of other brands offer ways to put these things, nicely away. Makita does include these two little clips on the side, so you can kind of clip this in, but it's not really a great solution because I still have to wrap this around kind of like that. It doesn't really give me a spot to wrap this around properly. I guess that's sort of what I'm supposed to do, I guess. So that's kind of my best guess there. It does include, a couple of accessories right at the front and a LED light right there as well. That's really nice to see. Your control panel here is quite easy to read. Let's get this thing turned on with a 5 amp hour battery and see how it looks. So of course, adding the battery will add in a little bit more weight and length there. So we're going to be at almost a foot long now when you add in that battery. And what I thought was a little strange about this unit was, if you look up here, here's your control panel, and you're thinking, how do I power this thing on? Where's the button? Well, your button is actually on the side, so a little unusual there. I wish they just put the button somewhere around here. It'd make a lot of sense. So there is no set it and forget it, unfortunately. So you can, put your PSI, and they have to then hold down the trigger for it to basically start filling and go from there. I can change from PSI, bar, and KPA, which is nice. A couple options there. And one thing to note on these cordless air compressors is this one on the side actually says it's 5 minutes on and 5 minutes off. So be well aware of that. You're not supposed to run these things just solid. It will melt the internals. These little motors and compressors in here are not designed to run and stay super hot. Not bad with one hand there. I'm holding the camera with the other hand, so not terrible there. All right, let's see what I'm getting for PSI right now. 31 PSI. This is just a smaller trailer tire here, so let's see how long it takes it to go to 50 PSI to fill this thing up. So just setting the current PSI right now, and I'm going to hold down the trigger. Alright, so a little over 2 minutes there to fill up that tire to 50 PSI. And of course, it's going to be adjusting down a little bit, so let's top that off as well. Now let's see, are we getting a little heat at all in here? Oh yeah, right by the hose, we're definitely getting a little bit of heat there. Overall, right up here, not too bad. Still pretty cold down here. Battery's still cold. 4 bars, of course, so not terrible there. All right, so as we can see there, the Makita, of course, doesn't have the best performance when it comes to airing up, regular car tires. But I don't think that's what Makita designed this air compressor to do exactly. And let me explain why. This is the Milwaukee M18 air compressor. Now notice the size difference. This Milwaukee is the best air compressor I've tested to date. Fills up anything, even my heavy-duty truck tires, in just seconds. It's extremely fast, has a cooling fan built in. However, though, it is much more expensive than this Makita. But, however, though, think if you're going on a camping trip, a bike trip, you're at a motorcycle, you don't want to necessarily carry around something as large as this Milwaukee. And let's take a look at these side-by-side comparisons of these to see the size difference, and also notice the massive weight difference. Let's check this out. All right, so let's look at width alone here. Look at the difference. So if I can check out the Makita, we're just a hair over 3 inches, and the Milwaukee with the cord, little cord here, we're just over Yeah, actually we're just over 8 inches here, so just over 7 inches, just a little bit under 8 inches there. So a pretty huge difference. Overall height is going to be just a little over 7 inches, and it's a little over 7 inches with the Makita. And then checking out the length, that is where we're going to see a massive difference as well. Whereas the Makita with a battery is going to be right around a foot, and the Milwaukee is going to be right around 14 inches. Now let's check out the weight. So both these tools have 5 amp hour batteries in them. The Makita with a 5 is going to be 3 pounds, 9.8 ounces. Quite light for a cordless compressor. Now let's put the Milwaukee on there. We're at 8 pounds, 11.9 ounces. So huge difference in weight there. All right, so at the end of the day, if we're comparing these units, if you were to take this on maybe a bicycle trip with you, if you got a couple bikes, you're going 20, 30, 40, 50 miles, this thing would fit really nicely and be a lot less weight and a lot less cumbersome than something like the Milwaukee, which is going to be a lot bigger, a lot heavier. This would actually fit in a backpack or even somehow mount it to the side of your bicycle quite easily. Same thing with a motorcycle, go-karting, mini biking, dirt biking, whatever you want to do where you have tires, but you don't necessarily have a larger tire to fill up. Whereas the Milwaukee is going to be great for larger things like ATVing, UTVing, to heavy-duty truck, trailer, hauling. The Milwaukee is going to shine there. Of course, it's going to be more bulkier, but you're going to have more space to store it. Whereas I can definitely see where Makita is going with a smaller unit like this, trying to be more, mobile, outdoor, camping kind of style there. They both have their pros and cons. So at the end of the day, buy the tool that fits the need you have better. So do you need something that's more compact, or do you need something that's going to be more powerful for filling up larger tires? So guys, hope you enjoyed the review, guys. Take care, have a great day, and I'll leave links to both these in the description below.